So he has a tiny wang and he got teased. So he went out and killed everyone? What? So stupid. Welcome back to the channel, guys, and today I'll be watching a video about 15 superhero villains that are really weird.
Codpiece. This supervillain's powers
Wait, what the... What is that? What is that, guys? Oh no. Really? From his crotch? That's his superpower? He could shoot beams out of his dick? That is so weird. Who made this? What the... And this is 15.
Standing he had with a girl. She calls him short, which he immediately assumes is a reference to his tiny wang. So naturally, he goes out and builds a giant pair of rocket cannon underpants with a spring-loaded boxing glove and a huge drill. He was inevitably defeated by the transsexual superhero Coagula, and if that doesn't scream social justice, then I have absolutely no idea what does.
So he has a tiny wang, and he got teased, so he went out and killed everyone? What? So stupid.
Number 14. Walrus, a man who claims to have all the mighty strength of a walrus. Unfortunately though, since those animals are typically slower and weaker than a human, he's saying he's not that great. Likewise, instead of breaking into banks or taking over the world, Walrus likes to attack inanimate objects like walls and lampposts. In one comic issue, Spider-Man flicks Walrus with his index finger once and it knocks him unconscious. Number 13.
That's such a stupid
lady. This is a criminal that dons fireproof clothing lined with asbestos to ward off fires. She'll carry around a flamethrower and light everything ablaze, then walk out unharmed. Well, as unharmed as you might be wearing a suit lined with asbestos.
So she's an arsonist, and that's a supervillain now? So stupid.
Actually constructed asbestos bullets to attack her longtime adversary, the Human Torch. But in the 90s, she contracted cancer because asbestos. Number 12. Ice cream. So you know those times when you're writing a comic book, you need a superpower, so you look around the kitchen and you realize, gee, I wonder what it would be like to turn into an ice cream. Well, meet Ice Cream, the man who can melt his body down into an ice cream substance to slip under doors and feed small children. Unbelievably, his saga only lasted one comic. How could that happen? Number 11. Sports Master. A man named Lawrence Croc.
Sports Master?
Weapons like exploding baseballs, flying bases, rocket baseball bats, knockout basketballs, lacrosse snare nets, and exploding hockey pucks. He also wears sports clothes because apparently his obsession with sports wasn't already obvious. This is his power. This is what he does. That's like me throwing an exploding modem because I work on the internet.
These villains are stupid. Who, what? No, there's the reason we don't know about them, because they suck. They suck ass.
Jin Genie. Here we go. A superhero that's so crappy, she's basically a villain anyway. Jin was a member of X-Force with the ability to generate seismic waves at her enemies. Which sounds fine in itself, except she needed to be totally hammered to do so. In fact, her waves would be precisely equal to her blood alcohol level. And since she was an alcoholic anyway, she gets so drunk that she couldn't control her waves and instead hurt or kill her teammates.
She has to be drunk to use her powers. Not bad. It's better than Wang Man, but still so stupid.
An interdimensional imp, enemy to Superman, with a bizarre weakness that, even so, isn't as much a weakness, but
how do you read this?
With a bizarre weakness.
Mr. Mizplok. Who's making these names? How are we supposed to read this? It's so stupid. That's why it's called the Imp Man or something.
Even so, isn't as much a weakness, but more of a dumb thing.
He looks
creepy. The only thing that can banish this guy from our dimension is to make him say or write his own name backwards. The problem is though, his name is already a mess that saying it backwards is just as hard. So it's not a weakness, it's just a bizarre thing that tends to not happen yet works somehow. Number 8. Bat-Mite, another interdimensional but more of an annoyance than true enemy to Batman. He comes from a 5th dimension, too difficult to understand for us with our measly 3 dimensions. He tends to show up and idolize Batman, only disappearing when Batman tells him off, to which he cries as popularized by the animated series, I just want to help. Number 7. Calendar Man.
Calendar Man, no, this is so stupid.
Mainly holidays when it's more lucrative or simpler. The only issue is, when you know the date someone is planning a crime, wouldn't you, arrest him before that day and keep him there?
Yes.
Criminal intention maybe. Likewise, his costume is entirely composed of dates. So he is carrying around the time and dates of his every crime. So all you have to do is catch him, and the evidence is pinned all over his body. And his costume is bright red. He could not be more obvious in a crowd. He might actually be the worst supervillain of all time, let alone this list.
I can't believe there are really like comic books made like this called Calendar Man or Wang Man or something like that. It's so stupid.
Pink Pearl. You wanna know
what the hell is that?
She's fat. She is evil because she is fat. Okay, that's it. She opens a male strip club and now she's known as a master of evil. So take heed, ladies and gentlemen. If you get fat, you're gonna be labeled a dangerous criminal. Number 5, Condiment King.
No, he has a ketchup and mustard and he has a pickle head. This is so stupid. Who? Why? I don't understand. You could make so many like cooler villains. Why Condiment Man? Oh my god.
Wields condiment cannons to spray food toppings on superheroes, mainly mustard and some ketchup. He's generally known for his Mr. Freeze-like cringe-worthy condiment puns like, "I knew you'd catch up with me sooner or later," and "let's see if you can cut the mustard." Wildly popular character, surprised he didn't get his own feature film / cooking documentary. Polka Dot Man. So I feel mixed about this guy since the idea is both good and horrendous. On one hand, Polka Dot Man is covered in a suit made from polka dots that, when removed, transform into much larger objects like a weapon or even a flying saucer. But on the downside, the man is covered in a suit made from polka dots.
It looks so stupid.
And that is how he commits crimes. Inconspicuous. Number 2, Egg Foo. You know how people like to draw little faces on eggs? Let's make one of those a supervillain. Sure, that sounds like a ridiculously acceptable idea.
Oh my god. So looks like a giant Chinese or Korean Asian, okay. Humpty Dumpty. Oh my god, this looks so stupid.
They did. An Egg Foo is a Chinese communist house-sized egg with a twirly mustache that can whip or strangle people because why not? He also has egg relatives and a robot twin called Dr. Yes. Number 1.
What's number 1?
Aquaman is known
Fisherman! No! Fisherman! That's a supervillain? And of course he fights the lamest superhero, Aquaman. So he fishes all the Aquaman's friends. That's why he's a villain.
Superhero. But what happens when you make an even lamer but evil version of him? Fisherman uses a high-pressure suit, a fishing rod, and several lures.
Oh my god, this is so stupid. I never knew there were so many stupid comic book supervillains. There must be so many stupid comic book superheroes too. We only know the cool ones. Which one's the dumbest one for you guys? Because like, for me, I think Wang Man is the weirdest, the stupidest one. Actually, wait. Weirdest would be Wang Man. The lamest, Calendar Man. Or Fisherman. Fisherman sounds super lame. They're all lame. Anyway guys, I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and if you did, you know what to do. Leave a like, subscribe, follow me on Instagram, follow me on Twitter, and I'll see you guys in the next video guys. Bye guys.